Welcome back. The French Open getting some major upgrades. Let's take a look at the changes to kick off our trending stories. Here's a look at our hot topics brought to you by Walton Arts Center. From interactions with players to making the correct call at the French Open, TV viewers can now see exactly what the chair umpire is looking at. For the first time, chair umpires at the main court are wearing head cams. Organizers hope the camera footage will provide viewers with an immersive experiences. The head cam footage is part of the international broadcast feed available to official tournament broadcasters.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on this one?
You know, I like it. It's a great perspective, but here's the deal. They put GoPro kind of things very similar to that on the umpires at the SEC tournament.
Yeah.
And they're moving a lot, right? Like, think about her head's going like
Right.
this.
It's on a
So after
swivel.
a while, that's
Sure.
a little dizzy because you could go to that umpire cam and it's so moving and he's, you know, moving around that sometimes you're like, okay, that's
too
enough.
much.
So
Yeah.
it's a cool perspective, but I don't see me wanting to look at it a
all the
lot.
time.
Yeah.
Right. Just every once in a while, like an instant replay or
Exactly.
something.
Let me see that camera angle. But I mean, it's cool that they're adding that kind of cameras because tennis is such a you know, old, I don't want to say old school, but very detailed sport
Yeah,
that
technical.
change sometimes
Yeah.
is hard. And so
Yeah.
it's good to see them.
Yeah, good to see them embracing
The technology, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, criminal charges against Scottie Scheffler have been dismissed, ending a legal saga that began with the images of the world's top golfer being arrested in handcuffs. You want to talk about a hot topic in my house? This
Yeah,
one was
the
it when
big
this
one.
one happened. In Louisville during the PGA Championship, a local prosecutor asked a judge Wednesday afternoon to drop the 4 charges against Scheffler. Scheffler was not required to be in the courtroom. Scheffler was charged with a felony for assaulting a police officer with his vehicle, along with 3 misdemeanors. Scheffler said he simply misunderstood the commands coming from the traffic officers. And here's the deal.
Yeah,
a lot of people have
break it down
opinions
for
on
us.
this.
Right.
I think overall, we've seen the video. We saw a lot of what Jeff Darlington put out the day of when it was happening. All through it all, regardless of how you feel about what happened, Scottie, I think, has handled this very professionally, very eloquently.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to get caught up in the, oh, it's not, I didn't do anything
Right.
wrong. And he has been so professional and graceful and apologetic, not only to just the situation, to the police department and grace there with what happened, and also, of course, the man who died. And the
Right.
whole situation was because a pedestrian was hit by a bus and was
Yeah.
killed, and that's what kind of started the whole traffic incident to begin with. So I commend him for being that way,
Yeah.
because not everybody would be
That's
in
right.
his
I mean,
situation.
it seems like it's a trap, especially today on social media. You can fall into that defending yourself, or
Yeah.
pointing and placing
Right.
blame where it shouldn't be placed.
I just
So,
handled really, really well by
handled
him.
well. Way to
Yeah.
go. Check this out, Alyssa. A consumer growing trend called the No Buy Challenge. And let me explain
Yeah.
what it is. It's a frugal tactic where you buy only the essentials to help keep more money in your wallet and build up your savings. Now, the trend is picking up steam on social media.
Don't do what she's doing.
Yes, you can check out hashtags anywhere, things like No Buy Week to No Buy Year, in which buyers look to avoid any and all unnecessary spending. Now, experts do say that it's best to identify your weaknesses and review your spending, consider stepping back from social media ads, and of course, be gentle with yourself in the process. Now, things like food and medicine don't count
Yeah.
towards the goal, but you know,
I can see this.
yeah, I can. I mean,
Yeah, I love how they say step back from social media ads. Like,
yeah,
it's more like don't click on social media ads. They're
Right.
going to be there, right?
Like
But I
clickbait.
absolutely agree with this. You know, I have some little wins in my week where I'm like, you know, I'm just not going to eat out this week.
Right.
Or I'm
Yeah,
not going
sure.
to go buy fast food for lunch.
Right.
And I get to a Friday and I'm like, okay, I didn't spend any money
I know,
on
you
some
feel
fast food.
better
I didn't
about
just
it.
go and grab some food. And then there are weeks where it's tough and then I fall. So I definitely think
Yes.
this is kind of it holds you accountable a
I
little
love
bit.
it. I love it.
And you got to, you know, reward yourself, you know, with a
As well, yeah, for sure.
don't buy something, but just a high five for
A high
getting
five.
through the week.
Maybe that's all you need. Yeah, you don't need to go and spend money for fast food.
Yeah.
You just need a high five. I love that.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like pandas.
Do you want to talk about
Sure,
pandas? Okay,
let's do it.
So,
I like pandas. I'll
Yes.
talk about it. Let's rejoice. The Bears are coming back to D.C. This is great news. The National Zoo has announced 2 new giant pandas will come to the zoo later this year. The news comes more than 6 months after the zoo bid farewell to their pandas. Meet these 2 new furry friends who will soon call the National Zoo home. Their names mean green treasure and energetic treasure. They'll take that special Panda Express flight this year
Speaking
over
of-
from. Are they coming over from China
Yeah, they are.
again?
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
so that's fantastic to have those guys
Oh,
back.
man,
Look
how
fun
cute.
they are.
I love that we were just talking about fast food and now we're talking about Panda
I know,
Express.
Panda Express. Dude, there's this little meme or GIF or some video that's rolling around. It's like if you think you're having a bad mom day, and it's like this panda who the trainer gave it an apple, and she let go of her kid, and then got to pick up the kid and leave. And it's like, if you feel bad about your momming today,
Yes.
this panda gave up her kid for an apple.
Yeah. It's the little things, right?
It's so
the
great.
little things. I'm glad to see we're getting some of those pandas back.
Yeah.
Let's